It's been over half a year since the release of Pikmin 4, and over a year now since the reveal of the Ice Pikmin for Pikmin 4. And Pikmin Bloom, the Pikmin mobile game that's been around for a long time, still hasn't gotten Ice Pikmin added into the game. In addition, there's another type of Pikmin from Pikmin 4, the Glow Pikmin, which also haven't made it into the game. Pikmin Bloom kind of is lacking content in many ways now. Sure, there's tons of Decker Pikmin, but the basic progression stops with getting Rock Pikmin at the end of the progression tree, which, yes, it takes some time to get, but after you've got Rock Pikmin and you've been playing for a while, there's only so much that's left to do in terms of the Decor Pikmin you can collect. The addition of one or two new Pikmin types, especially ones as interesting as Glow Pikmin and Ice Pikmin, which might be only able to be found at nighttime or during the winter respectively, could provide a bunch of new content for existing players, add a whole new layer to the progression system for new players, and just improve the Pikmin Bloom experience as a whole. My name's Vantage Emblem, and today we're going to be trying to analyze the likelihood of Glow and Ice Pikmin making their way into Pikmin Bloom. It's been months, and frankly, with no evidence of them coming at all up until this point, there's a good chance they just are never going to be added. So today we're going to talk about why, what adding them would do to the game, maybe some reasons why they aren't being added, and maybe some reasons why there's still hope. So, that being said, without further ado, let's get into the video. So obviously, there is some benefit to adding two new types of Pikmin. Right? If they added two new types of Pikmin, there'd be a lot more for players to collect. There'd be a lot more decor too if you had these two types of Pikmin have all of the existing decor types, which means that a lot of the familiar locations players have already gone to now have new stuff to collect, which is great. Even if these Pikmin are just placed at the end of the current progression, unlocked sometime after Rock Pikmin, it still would provide reason for players to come back to the game that haven't played for a while. One of the reasons I've heard a lot of people say for why Ice and Glow Pikmin haven't made it into Bloom is that Bloom doesn't do very well. It never stood up to Pokemon Go in terms of numbers, it doesn't stand up to Fire Emblem Heroes in terms of numbers, the game isn't really monetized that well, and there's not that many people that play it. But adding the new Glow and Ice Pikmin might really add something to the game, and it could even be something really special, especially if they're tied to seasons, with a winter-exclusive Ice Pikmin, for example, or time of day, with a night-exclusive Glow Pikmin. This would create an opportunity for people to go outside during times that they typically don't, and to walk during these times. But maybe that's part of the problem. It could be that night walks and cold walks are just more dangerous, and therefore go against the design philosophy of Pikmin Bloom, which is supposed to be a fun, friendly, and approachable walking game for people to play. But that's no reason not to include them. I mean, Ice Pikmin, if nothing else, are made in onions like regular Pikmin, and Glow Pikmin could still be grown from seeds, or rather, glow seeds, like in Pikmin 4, just like every other Pikmin grows from seedlings in Pikmin Bloom, so I really don't see anything that goes against the core gameplay loop of Pikmin Bloom here, even if they're just normal Pikmin types. And worst comes to worst, you just say that the Glow Pikmin are too special, and just add in Ice, right? It's a lot more for players to have in the game and to actually use, right? Like, that's a lot of Decor Pikmin, even just adding one more type. Maybe it's too much development time to add in, all the decor for them, but really, I don't think it's that much work, right? It's just some outfits, Like, a lot of that scaffolding is already there. I don't really see a good reason not to add them, other than, well, Bloom not having a big enough install base, but Nintendo has acknowledged Pikmin is a growing franchise, and frankly, when Pikmin Bloom first came out, the Pikmin series didn't have nearly the amount of eyes it has now with Pikmin 4, which blew up in all sorts of ways and is easily the best-selling game in the Pikmin series. So if you want to bring new people into Bloom, why not have the two new types from 4 that are very integral to the game that people probably have got really attached to? Like, I love the Ice and Glow Pikmin, and I'm not a casual Pikmin fan by any means. I can imagine, given how powerful they are and how core to Pikmin 4's gameplay, with the Ice Pikmin being essential for new players to have an easier time with combat, and the Glow Pikmin being required for night modes, like, it just makes sense to add them, right? I'm just really, really curious why Nintendo hasn't taken this leap. I think it would make a lot of sense in terms of being a big thing they can market when they want to market Bloom again. And we know Nintendo still continues to put stuff out for Pikmin 4. They're still trying to market the Pikmin series. There's probably the Switch 2 coming soon, right? Like, that's a whole thing. Maybe that's a reason they're waiting, but it doesn't make sense. Pikmin Bloom's played on mobile devices, not on console. Like, this is the perfect time for them to add Glow and Ice Pikmin into Pikmin Bloom. I just don't know why they haven't done it yet. I can't really think of a good reason not to, unless the sad reality, Pikmin Bloom really hasn't done well, and it's not worth adding it because Pikmin Bloom's going to shut down at some point. It was a publicity game designed to make Pikmin 4 sell better, and the whole purpose of the game was to drum up sales for the series. It served its purpose, and now it's quietly going to go and turn into lost media, something we have a fond memory of, but it's not really important anymore. Or maybe the game's just not going to be supported for that much longer anyway, and, you know, they're rolling out what content they have, and then it's just going to quietly remain on the App Store for people to continue playing with no real major updates, and the servers stay up. It's just another one of those games that is on life support forever. I really don't know. Again, it's been so long now since we first saw Ice Pikmin, and half as long since we got our glowing guys, so why aren't they in the game yet? I mean, do you think they'll join the game? Ever? Do you think there's a reason that Nintendo and Niantic are holding off on adding them? Do you want them in the game? Do you think it would improve progression, like I've been saying? Do you think that it's unreasonable to have a night walk or night content for the game or snow content for the game or things like that that would really add to these types in their flavor? Do you think they should just be added as regular types? Let me know in the comments below because, frankly, I want to hear your opinion. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe. My name is Vantage Emblem. Thank you so much for watching. I hope they make it into Bloom. I really want Ice Pikmin and Glow Pikmin in Bloom. I think it'd be so much fun. But that's for me to want and for us to maybe never get, so...